Good afternoon. How we doing? Good. You guys got to excuse my voice. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm okay.
Rick, your running back situation has kind of changed throughout the year. First of all, where are you comfort level with the group you have now? But also, Spencer Ware, pass protection seems to be getting it. Is that a major reason we're seeing a lot of snaps with him?
One thing I will say, we've had some guys that have been injured, but when it's all said and done with, we've had guys that have stepped up. So we like for him to be a little bit more consistent and a little bit more productive, yes. But at the end of the day, these guys are doing a heck of a job of preparing. Okay, they're going out and doing what we're asking them to do, and they're playing hard. All right, that's the things that are very, very important. Spence has done a heck of a job since he's been back. Spence has always been one of those guys we've counted on as a complete football player. Does a great job in protection, does a great job of running the ball, and he has pretty good hands out of the backfield. So Spence has been a great addition since he's been back.
How much does the dynamic in that backfield change, though, once Damian Williams is able to go full go?
I mean, it changes a lot because he brings a lot to the table. But we just want to make sure we're evaluating, and I'm sure Coach will make a decision on this weekend of what's going to happen and, how much he's going to play.
Once he is healthy, is he going to be the full-bore starter again, or is this pretty much still like a running back like committee?
I mean, we'll have that discussion when that time comes up. Right now, we're just saying, hey, you know what? Next man is up. Let's go play. Let's make sure all of our guys are on board and whatever it's going to take to win.
Ideally, would you like to have one guy sort of kind of take command of that spot?
Well,
whoever that might be.
Ideally, you would always want one guy to take control of that role. It's just like with any position. But unfortunately, we've had a number of injuries so far this season. So at the end of the day, we just want to make sure that we're giving guys an opportunity to compete, but also, too, we don't want to make sure that it becomes a detrimental situation where one guy who we're counting on gets beat up and he's hurt and he can no longer help us. So we just want to make sure that we're making the best decision, but also, too, spreading the wealth so we can, last throughout the end of the season and into the playoffs.
Eric, Patrick mentioned yesterday about the goal line offense. What are you trying to do and what are your conversations with him to try to correct it and make it not as stagnant as it was in the last game?
We just need to play harder. We need to play sounder, and we just need to get it done when called upon. Like I always tell guys, hey, we got to be able to run the ball when teams are expecting us to run it. So there's a number of things that we need to get better at. Our guys are chomping at the bit. They'll improve. They're working at it. When it comes down to it, we just want to be fundamentally sound and give ourselves a chance to have a chance.
What do you remember about the relationship between Matt and Andy when you guys were here and just how they operated?
Well, one thing about Coach Reed and all his former assistants, there's a close dynamic relationship, and because we all spend a lot of time together. There was a lot of good times. I mean, we've had a lot of highs and lows together, but at the end of the day, there was a lot of happy times, and we've all been excited and happy for Matt. I mean, hell, Matt was, correct me if I'm wrong, the coach of the year last year. I mean, he had a great year, and we're looking forward to going against him, and unfortunately, we have to play him this weekend. But early in the year, we said, hey, we wish you the best of luck with all the games, with the exception of one.
Do you have any good stories about Matt from his time here?
You know what? For me to go in detail, it would probably be too. I can't go into detail, but anyway, put it this way: Matt's a great friend. Matt was a hell of a coach. Matt did a hell of a job here, and I'm excited and fired up for him. But I'm looking forward to seeing him this weekend. Also looking forward to seeing Coach Chili as well. So it'll be a great reunion.
Is there anything that he did to help you with your transition when you went from running backs to OC?
You know what? He just told me basically just handle it in stride. And he said, listen, I know you've been prepping for this. You're ready. But at the end of the day, DB, just be you and put your personal touch on it.
As a rookie, in your experience, how much of an impact does that have on him with motivation going forward to have this huge honor in such a short period of time?
You know what? One thing I've shared with him, first and foremost, it's a blessing to have this opportunity to go out there and be nominated by his peers and fans to the Pro Bowl, but also to make sure that he doesn't utilize this in a negative way. It could be a blessing and a curse. At the end of the day, he still has to remain humble in who he is, but also understand the importance of continuing to work hard and not taking anything for granted. That's the valuable thing I believe that he can learn out of this more than anything.
Coach, is there any different preparation going into this week with you and Andy as far as going up against Matt, someone who knows?
You know what? I don't think there's an advantage or disadvantage either way. I think when it's all said and done with, we both are going to have our own unique game plans, and we just got to go out there and play. You know, we're not concerned about what they may know or what they may not know. The only thing that matters is that our guys go out there and play hard and play fast and play assignment sound ball for 60 consecutive minutes.
As a former running back and as a guy who must understand all the protection calls for the quarterback, for the running sort of scheme that you have, is there a part of you that wishes more people knew how good Mitchell Schwartz is, or his career may come down to the fact that he is considered maybe the best right tackle, but doesn't have the Pro Bowl accolade to sort of go along with it?
You know what? I would say this, and I know Mitch didn't make it as on the roster. I know he's an alternate, but yeah, I do wish people knew exactly how good he was. And he's a hell of a player. He's a tremendous professional who shows up each and every day with the same hard hat on and the same work boots. And he just comes to work, and he doesn't take anything for granted. He's a very intelligent player. He's a hard worker. And, yes, you wish that he can get more credit. But when it's all said and done with, I tell you this, Mitch knows how much we appreciate him, and I think that's more valuable than anything. And on top of that, as much as I would like to see Mitch receive the accolades and receive a first-team vote to go to the Pro Bowl, Mitch will tell you, hey, the only thing that matters is us winning the Super Bowl. That's the most important thing to him.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.